EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Carolina Panthers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here, going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Takes it to about the 37. You look at this Carolina defense. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8. Play fake. Cousins. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jeremy Chin, so dangerous wherever he's at on the field, and that time he gets in there for the sack. Well, their first sack of the game, and it doesn't come from a usual suspect, not somebody up front, but Charles, a defensive back getting in there.
And I can tell you from experience, he's beyond excited to make that play because you're exactly right. Is it normal to call his number to run at the quarterback like that? Usually you're defending the pass, but he takes full advantage and dumps him to the turf.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Cousins on 1st down. Here's back-to-back catches for Devontae Adams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they put together a strong effort last week, in the win over Chicago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
They go play action. Cousins. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Quick throw. It's Mayer. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately, so he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Panthers nothing. Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And they'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. You look at this Raiders defense. They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Here is Young. And his throw is incomplete. Charles already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Young to throw it. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The Panthers in 4-6 now on the year, and they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them, and I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Pushing his way through, and he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 45. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On the counter, this is Hubbard. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
2nd and 10. They'll toss this right side to Hubbard.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on 1st down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
A gain of 2 brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Young takes it on the sneak. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. A wall of bodies there. Nowhere to burrow through the line on the quarterback sneak. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that 1st round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw taken in by Adams.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 3rd catch of this 1st half for him, and this one is a 1st down. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not have to go out more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Here's Cousins. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take it down. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Desmond King back deep. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. On the return, it's King. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can it's all on him. All eyes there.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
In motion is McKenzie.
To throw on 2nd down is Young.
Got his man. It's Jonathan Mingo.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
12 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and 3.
Third and 3.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
In motion is McKenzie. On 3rd down, here's a run by Hubbard.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Thielen going to go in motion right.
First and 10, Young. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
A give up the middle, Hubbard.
And he's got room. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 35-yard line.
56 yards on the ground for him, 9 carries.
Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well, because when you run against 6 DBs with some bigger offensive linemen, you often get this result.
Tackle made there by the UCF man, Mike Hughes.
At the 30-yard line.
2nd and 5. Right back to Hubbard.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
In motion is McKenzie. Straight ahead with Hubbard.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half.
And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Slot man moves right. Young will set to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Young on third down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Cousins. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd down and 3. Jacobs going to try the middle. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Adams the man in motion right. Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
On third down, Cousins.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Here's King. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did. A dime look defensively for the Raiders on third down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there.
And they'll go again here with Hubbard.
Shrugs it off. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
88 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. A first down throw for Young. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. On the give, this is Hubbard.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Man in motion left, Mingo.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
On the handoff, it's Hubbard.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is taken at the 15. Pushing through the contact.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team.
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8. On the ground, it's Hubbard.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. 2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Yeah, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
Here's Hubbard.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for Carolina. This is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. To throw, Cousins. He's got his target. That's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 4. Short throw, that's hauled in by Mayer. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
Just a gain of a couple there. And now 2 yards to go on third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Is that the incorrect read or just more an error on the throw by the quarterback?
I lean more towards the latter because it seemed like he was open there, just missed him on the throw.
And a tough one to miss because now you're dealing with a 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
You need to get the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
They work now on 2nd and 9. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard.
And he takes it all the way up to the 45-yard line.
145 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Not a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
2nd and 6 coming up. Now a run with Hubbard.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
A big play looming on 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard.
And he will have a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
White. Yellow. Go.
They'll run here with Hubbard.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
They'll come up now. 2nd and 9. Young to throw.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long. Young.
He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense has been so stingy all game long. No reason to think it's suddenly going to open up now. They took their shot, but this, like many others, falls incomplete.
One last shot for Young. This for all the marbles. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this one's over.
Well, this is one of those games where if you win it, it feels extra special. But to lose a close one like this, Charles, remember where they didn't score any points in the second half, that has to sting a bit more.
Absolutely, and I really think that they're going to spend so much time pouring over this game film, trying to figure out where their calls went wrong, how they didn't execute on certain plays. They were so close. Yeah, this one's going to linger for a little while as they try and diagnose this loss.
So for the Raiders, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll get another road test next week.